Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 257th meeting of Toastmasters of Delhi. Our mission at Toastmasters of Delhi is we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. The theme of the day is keys to happiness. What is the key to happiness? I believe the key to happiness is individualistic. And the best way to describe is actions, thoughts, or words which help you sleep better at night. There are a few housekeeping rules to follow through the meeting. Please avoid talking about religion, sex, or politics. In case of any technical glitches, you may contact the host for the meeting. Request you all to add TM for Toastmaster or guest in front of your name. All speakers, role players can also add their roles so as to make it easier to identify. Speakers are requested to do a quick audio video check before starting to speak. Please keep your audio on mute when you're not speaking. Please do not type in the chat box when a speaker is speaking. It distracts the speaker. You can share the feedback after the speech is complete. Introducing the presiding officer, Rohan Bansal. Rohan has been with Toastmasters of Delhi for 2.5 years now, is our VP Education, and has held various roles in the executive committee for 1.5 years. Rohan, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lavina, for such a wonderful introduction and so coherently laid out all the housekeeping rules and the mission statement. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lavina. And I welcome all of you to the 257th meeting of Toastmasters of Delhi. Thank you so much for joining us this Saturday afternoon. Before we begin, I'd like to get a quick sense of who the guests are in today's meeting. So let's start with Aditya. Aditya, welcome back to TMOD. Can we have a brief introduction and what brings you here today?
Hi, hello everyone. I am Aditya Thokchom. I recently completed my 12th grade. I'm recently applying to colleges and I'm here to just see how it works because I enjoyed the experience. My experience last time.
Awesome. Welcome back, Aditya, and hope to see you participate today in the meeting. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, let's see who else is here. Jasmine. Jasmine, can we have your introduction, please? Where you're coming from? What brings you to Toastmasters of Delhi?
So, hello, I'm Jasmine, and I'm working in a company, MetLife, and I'm a professional from last 9 years, but still struggling to have a good communication skills and to interpret what I want to interpret in a very good manner. So, I think this is a good platform where I can be able to practice these things. So, yeah, let's see how it goes.
Awesome. Welcome to Toastmasters of Delhi, Jasmine, and hope to see you participate in the table topic section where you'll be able to speak on topics on a random basis. So that'll build your skills, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
All right, let's see. Tej Vaishnav, can we have introduction, please? Where are you coming from and what brings you here to Toastmasters of Delhi? Tej, I think you're on mute. Yes, Tej, you're on mute. Hi, Tej, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Tej Vaishnav, and I live in Faridabad, and I migrated. Like I used to live in Faridabad, and I recently migrated in New Delhi. I'm working with AIMS in New Delhi as a radiologic technologist. So, since I've been struggling with my communication skills, so I just want to. I was just looking for a platform where I can improve my communication skills along with the public speaking. So Toastmaster of Delhi was introduced by one of my friends from Delhi itself. So let's see like how good will it be. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Welcome, Tej. Thank you so much for joining us today. I think you're a regular with our impromptu hive meetings as well. So great to have you here as well. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. Now we have a lot of other Toastmasters from other clubs. So let's have the introduction. Firstly, our general evaluator, Toastmaster Neelu, can we have a quick introduction, where you're from, and talk a bit about your Toastmasters experience as well?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rohan. I'm from Kolkata, and in 2010, I joined Toastmaster. I'm a chartered member of Six Club. Presently, I'm a immediate past president of Newtown Toastmaster Club and English Sambat Toastmaster Club. I was VP Education in New Delhi Toastmaster Club, and I am VP membership of Win Toastmaster Club. So Toastmaster is passion. Whenever I get any chance to join, I just go for it. So thank you, and thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Over to you.
Wow, thank you so much, Toastmaster Neelu, for joining us today. I'm sure we have a lot to learn from you, and hope to learn a lot from you in the GE section. So thank you so much for joining us. Toastmaster Bandana, can we have a quick introduction, please? Where you're coming from, and talk a bit about your Toastmasters experience as well.
Yeah, hi. So I'm from District 92, Bangalore, and I'm a part of mic testing and Nokia Worldly Wise Toastmasters Club. So yes, this is my first time visiting to Toastmasters of Delhi Club, and looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bandana. Bandana, for those who don't know, Bandana is one of our regulars in the impromptu hive session. So great to see her here as well. Welcome, Bandana.
Thank you.
Ravi Kiran, Toastmaster Ravi, can we have a quick introduction, please? Where you're coming from?
Yes. Yeah. Hello, all. Myself, Ravi Kiran. I'm from Spurti Telugu Toastmasters. So I'm into Toastmasters because I want to develop my communication skills and public speaking. So it's my passion. And sometimes if I get time, I will be jump into other clubs and I'll take the roles, whichever role it may be. So I'll be involving in that way.
Awesome.
So yeah, I'm from Hyderabad. Thank you.
Welcome, Toastmaster Ravi, to Toastmaster Delhi. And thank you so much for taking up a role today. Great to see you here.
Thanks a lot.
All right, let's see who else is here. Toastmaster Adhika, can we have a quick introduction, please?
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Radhika Parab. I am from Wonders of Women Toastmasters Club, Pune. Currently, I'm in my final year of graduation, and I joined Toastmasters last week. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome. Welcome, Toastmaster Adhika, and all the best for your speech.
Thank you.
All right, with that, there's one more guest in our meeting today, but he is the Toastmaster of the day for today. He has been very active in our club for the last several weeks, and it's absolute pleasure to have him here every time he comes to our club. He's a speaker from Mumbai. He's a distinguished Toastmaster. His association with Toastmasters goes back a very long time. So I'm super excited, and he is here to take us on a quest to discover what happiness really is and how to find it. So with that, I hand over the stage to the Toastmaster of the day, the very energetic and enthusiastic Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster Abhijit Roy. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rohan, for welcoming me and also giving me this opportunity to host today's meeting at Toastmasters of Delhi. Indeed, it's always a pleasure to be a part of your club meetings. And what could it be best than take up a role of the Toastmaster of the day for today? I felt sometime back that I have been club hopping and I have been coming to Toastmasters of Delhi quite often, although I stay in Mumbai. But then Toastmaster Neelu will quite correlate, because now I'm also a member of English Sambat Toastmasters Club in Kolkata, along with prestigious Toastmasters in Kolkata. So you can see how the love triangle for Toastmasters goes: staying in Mumbai, coming to Delhi, and then being in also in Kolkata. So it's a love triangle for Toastmasters. And what is exactly that? That is nothing but the key to happiness. The key to happiness, which is the theme of today's meeting, which I purposefully caught hold of is because of many reasons. And that is something probably we all will be able to understand, because it's not going to be just me who's going to speak for today's evening. It is going to be the speakers, the role players, the evaluators, the table topic speakers, and anybody and everybody who is part of this meeting. So I probably will try my level best not to keep anybody in the dark, to keep their videos off and not share anything, because this is a very, very sensitive topic on the title, the key to happiness. What we see today is something that because of this pandemic, people have lost hope. People have lost their smiles. People have lost their family members. So when we say happiness, let us just for a moment, think, are we happy? Are we really glad that we are coming here in a Toastmaster meeting and smiling? If you smile, does that really mean that you're happy from within? This question can only be answered by you yourself, because this is something which we cannot figure out. When we attend Toastmaster meetings, when we go out, meet our fellow colleagues, family members, relatives, friends, we smile. We give them a positive gesture, a body language, which we show them that yes, indeed, we are happy. But always, it is we ourselves have to realize whether this happiness true, are we doing enough justice or not? So there are a lot of questions which correlate to the word called key, and hence it is key to happiness. Staying positive, doing the things that you want to do, living your life the way you want to live it, not by somebody really pushing you hard and making you feel that you should be doing this for your own benefit. You are the bird and you have wings to fly. So do not hesitate to do so. Just focus on what you want to achieve, because we all know time is kicking. What goes will never come back. So just unlock that point of where you are trying to look at happiness. You're trying to keep yourself happy, your family members happy, the people around you happy, and there will be something which you will certainly see a change in your own self. And that is what is something which I wanted to share. My key to happiness as an individual, as Abhijit, is just not being part of Toastmaster meeting, just not part of speaking up, sharing my own opinion, my views, is just not about talking to people around, going to office for a 9 to 5 hour job, but it is much beyond that. You wouldn't believe, I used to do photography 4 years, 5 years from now, I would say from the year 2016, 17, something which I have been doing. But never ever did I realize that this is something which will get engraved in me so much that I will start realizing the fact that this is something which I want to pursue. Today, photography is something which I see in every little object. My wife chops the onions in the kitchen, and I see something in those on chopping of the onions as well. My wife goes and cooks, keeps the pressure cooker onto the gas stove. I see some kind of photography in that as well. All I mean to say is, if you have the eyes to capture something, if you have the intent to do something which makes you happy, just go for it. Do not expect that there is something, oh, this is something, you're chopping off onions, putting the pressure cooker onto the gas stove. What is this? How would a photographer look into it? But no, whatever I captured, those are moments which normally people wouldn't think of capturing. And that makes me happy. So I will have enough opportunities to interact, ask my fellow Toastmasters and guests of their understanding of what is their key to success. But before that, I would like to go ahead and start off with the meeting purpose and with the flow of how the meeting will go like. The entire meeting of today is being divided into 3 segments. Typically, in a Toastmaster meeting, this is the the overall format in which it is structured. To start with, we will have the prepared speeches where there will be speakers who are fellow Toastmasters, be it of the club or from outside Toastmasters, who will come and deliver the speech based on the project objectives, which is clearly defined as per the curriculum. So they have ample time to prepare speeches and then deliver. In the second segment, we have the table topic segment. This is probably the most interesting segment anybody would like to go in for. Why is that? Because just not a segment for Toastmasters, but also for guests to come up and participate, speak on any topic which is given by the table topics master. They will be giving your topic and then you'll have to speak on it. More details will come when the table topic master takes over and read out the objectives. And the third and the final segment is the general evaluation segment, which is nothing but the speech evaluation with the other reports. But before I jump into the main, I would like to first call upon the main role player who would have the gang, the army of the individuals who will support her or him. I would not say that. Let me keep it a surprise in the successful execution of the entire meeting. Alongside me and the table topics master, we have a very, very important role, who is the CCTV of today's meeting, who will be closely monitoring of how the meeting will go like. And she is none other than our very own general evaluator for today's meeting, Toastmaster Neelu Sharma. Toastmaster Neelu, over to you to take it forward from here.
Please keep applaud going on. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhijit Roy, TMOD of the day, for explaining the segment wonderfully. Good afternoon, everyone present here. When I joined a gym for the first time, I noticed a warning hung on the wall. Weights won't hurt you. Wrong techniques will. My instructor later explained me how lifting a loaded bar with wrong. It is said that criticism like rain should be gentle enough to nourish a man's growth without destroying his roots. In Toastmaster, we recognize the merits of this, and I believe everyone agreed to it. In Toastmaster, we give immense importance to learning and self-improvement. Therefore, in evaluations are absolutely vital in Toastmaster. This is also evident by the fact that in every meeting, even the SAR and the president. In Toastmaster, we truly believe that your best one is always the next one. That is why every speech and role player in every Toastmaster meeting is evaluated so that as you all know, it is a very humongous task. So I have a team who will help me to do so. So that is a tag team. And firstly, I would like to call timer of the day, who is none other than Toastmaster Rohan. Toastmaster Rohan, please come and explain your role. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Neelu. As the timer of the meeting today, I'll be responsible for keeping a track of the time taken by every single speaker who comes on the stage today, right from the Sergeant at Arms to the President to the speakers, evaluators, and the table topic speakers. And the time, I'll be keeping a track of the time as per allotted by the speaker projects by Toastmasters. So we have 2 speakers today. One is an icebreaker, which has a limit of 4 to 6 minutes. I'll be showing the green card at the 4-minute mark, the yellow card at the 5-minute mark, and the red card at the 6-minute mark. The second speaker has a time limit of 5 to 7 minutes. I'll show the green card at the 5-minute mark, the yellow card at the 6-minute mark, and the red card at the 7-minute mark. Both the speakers have a grace period of 30 seconds on either side of the time limit. For the table topic speakers, the speakers have a time limit of 1 to 2 minutes. I'll show the green card at the 1-minute mark, the yellow card at 1.5 minutes, and the red card at 2 minutes. Please note that the table topic speakers only have 30-second grace period on the upper side of the time limit. So they effectively have 1 minute to 2.5 minutes to complete the speech. The speech evaluators have a time limit of 2 to 3 minutes. I'll show the green card at 2, the yellow card at 2.5, and the red card at 3. Again, the speech evaluators have the grace period of 30 seconds on either side of the time limit, as do the speakers. Only the table topic speakers have a 30-second grace period on the upper side of the time limit. I'll keep a track of all the time taken by each speaker and present my report when called upon by the general evaluator at the end of the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rohan, to explain your roles perfectly. Please give big round of applause for him. Next, I would like to request our counter of the day, Toastmaster Ravi Kiran. Toastmaster Ravi Kiran, please come and share your role description. Any changes? Toastmaster Ravi Kiran is there?
Yes, he is there.
Yes, I'm there. 1 second. Is my voice audible?
Yeah.
Sorry, I could not able to on my camera because I have problem in my laptop. Sorry for that. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and guests. Today, I have taken the role as a R counter for the day. In this meeting, I will be counting the filler words and the crutch words. These crutch words cause the interruption in the speech, which further distracts the attention of the audience. As a result, they reduce the impact of the speech. So my role to make the notes of the pauses and the filler words by the speakers and the role players. Filler words are like, you know, so, I mean, and the repetitive words. So if you're using the word repetitively, so I'll be having a note of it. And if you're doing the short pause or long pauses, I'll be counting that also in this meeting. So in the end of the meeting, if when the general evaluator calls me, I'll be back with my report. Thank you, general evaluator, madam.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ravi Kiran. Please give big round of applause for him. Next, I would like to request grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Simranjeet Kaur. Please come and explain your role. Toastmaster Simranjeet, over to you.
Hello everyone. I'm Simran and I'm the grammarian of the day. I love the theme. Happiness is a state of mind. Very cliched, but very true. We as human beings tend to keep our happiness something dependent on the future events. If this would happen, we would be happy. If this would happen, we would be happy. But being in the present and being grateful for what we have right now would make us a lot more happier, isn't it? Yes? Okay. Let me introduce you to the word of the day. So the word of the day is zeal. Zeal means energy and enthusiasm in pursuit of something. And you can use it as his zeal to impact people in positive way made him a great influencer or motivator. The idiom of the day is keeping one's chin up. That means managing to be cheerful and happy in difficult times, hopeful in difficult times. So you can use it as he managed to keep his chin up during all his health issues. I would be noting down all the usages of these the word of the day and the idiom of the day, and every usage would be appreciated with the thumbs up. And I would be noting down the good usages of the grammar and the areas of improvement, and I would be presenting my report at the end towards the end of the meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Simranji. So I would appreciate the way you present, and yes, key to happiness. It's a state of mind, and I can see Toastmaster Radhika. Why so worried? So please cheerful. So I would like to request active listener, Toastmaster Lavina Mittal, please come and explain your role.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Good evening again, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The key to happiness, we have listened to some wonderful thoughts on this theme. The key to happiness for me is practicing gratitude and remembering the good things that happen. The good happen with the bad always. However, if one tends to focus actively on the good, the bad doesn't feel so bad. I am the active listener of the day. I will be listening closely to everything that is said during the meeting and will ask questions in order to test our listening skills during the general evaluation section. So please do listen zealously and actively so that at the end you can earn some cool bragging rights. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lavina. Please give big round of applause for everyone. So friends, this was the description of G section. So I will again come again and I will let you know that we have also table topic evaluator and speech evaluator, which they will come in next section. So I will come again when Toastmaster of the day will call me. Till that, enjoy and try to manage the keep everyone's chin up. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator, Toastmaster Neelu, for not just reading out the objectives of your own self, but also letting everyone know of how big your army is. And certainly, everybody is equipped with their own weapons for improvement, for betterment, and for having the zeal to understand of what each one needs to improve on. This is a platform, Toastmasters. We always hear, I would say, the moment you go out, you will hear the word Toastmasters. It has become such a common word, not just in the Oxford Dictionary, but in every step that you take. You walk 2 steps, the word Toastmasters will echo. You take 4 more steps, again, the word Toastmasters will echo. Why did I say that? Is because of one strong reason. Because of what it gives us. Indeed, it has not just given us a platform, a stage, a podium to improve our communication, to make us those individuals who can step up and tomorrow say, yes, I'm a strong communicator, I'm a leader, and I'm a mentor, coach. No, not just that, but also it has given us a second family, a family where we all unite for a common purpose, which makes us feel happy to do what we want to do. This is a platform where we make mistakes, we stumble, we fall down, and there will be our family members who will hold our hands and lift us up and say, don't worry, we are with you. That is the key to happiness. There is more coming in the further stages, but I will now not leave the prepared speakers sit back and relax, because it is time for them to show what they wanted to show. To call upon the very first speaker, but before that, I would like to share something. There is a slight change in the agenda. In terms of the agenda, speaker number 1, who was Toastmaster Nupur, will now go as a second speaker. Instead of that, speaker number 2, who was Toastmaster Radhika, will take a place and will come in first. So Toastmaster Radhika, when I asked her about her secrets or her key to happiness, this is what she says. She mentions that her key to happiness is to take good care of her body, to keep it fit, and maintaining healthy relations with family around her. I'm pretty sure, Toastmaster Radhika, you certainly will achieve it in the days to come, of keeping not just yourself fit, but the entire environment fit. You will be the motivator. You will be the one who will inspire others along with yourself to be fit. All the very best. And I believe that key to happiness will be a prosper soon. To read out the project objectives of Toastmaster Radhika, I would like to call upon first the speech evaluator of Toastmaster Radhika, who is Toastmaster Bandhana. Toastmaster Bandana, can you please read out the project objectives of Toastmaster Radhika?
Yes. Toastmaster Radhika is attempting her second speech from her pathway. Please note that the first speech is already done. The purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech or on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. The purpose of this speech is for the member to demonstrate that he or she has applied the feedback received from his or her first speech. Timer, please note that the speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. I wish all the very best to my speaker. With this, over to you, Toastmaster Abhijit.
Officially, it is over to me, Toastmaster Bandana, but I'm not leaving you before you share an impromptu of your key to happiness. Toastmaster Bandana, just a one line of letting everyone understand what your key to happiness is.
My key to happiness is my banterness. As my name goes, Bandana, banter. Banter is my funny, usual, casual style, and that is enough for me to keep myself happy. I look for ways to keep myself happy. With this, I hand over the stage back to you. Bandana is equal to banterness. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bandana, for sharing your version of what happiness means to you. Now, Toastmaster Radhika, you have 10 seconds to quickly check your audio and video, and also just check if you can see the timer's card, or probably just understand you will probably have to pin Toastmaster Rohan.
Yes, and I already did that.
Okay, and you're quite audible and visible.
Okay.
All right. Toastmaster Radhika, wandering mind, control your instincts. Wandering mind, control your instincts. Toastmaster Radhika.
Have you reacted to a situation dramatically, only to be embarrassed about it later? How many times have you spoken first and thought later? Always, often, or rarely? Reaction damages us and our relationships. I experienced this exact thing a week back. My usual day is something like this. I wake up early in the morning. Yeah, I'm a little weird. Work out a little, help my dad with some cleaning, have breakfast, and start studying and try to achieve my daily goals. But last week, a series of incidents happened which led me to lash out. My workout got over, and my dad called me to teach me a little about net banking. Honestly, I was not interested in it. However, I sat down beside him. Just when there was an electrical short circuit in the same room we were sitting in. Electricity went off, and so did my mood. My dad got engaged with the repairs. Now, instead of wasting time just sitting here and there, I decided to go to my grandmother's room and try studying. But who am I kidding? Indian grandmothers and TV serials, they are inseparable. I couldn't study there. They just cannot miss a single episode of what they're watching. So, fortunately, electricity was back in some time. I went to my room to start studying peacefully. But my sister came and she asked me, "Why didn't you join my club?" I said, "We'll talk about it later." I mean, at home also, I have to see her the whole day. And she's asking me to join her club. That couldn't happen. But soon my mother came in the next 5 minutes. And she asked me, "Do you want to eat something?" I said, "Mom, I just had breakfast a while ago." Indian mothers, I tell you. Soon came my dad in some time to ask me whether I was free to continue with the net banking. But before he could say anything, I screamed and said, When do I study? I was only thinking about my studies at that time. I was complaining to myself. My exams are next week and I'm done with nothing. Nobody in this house cares about my studies. When do I study? But that reaction of mine was not desirable and was not acceptable. It was not only hurtful, but it was also disrespectful towards my father. I could have simply said that I want to study for some time. We'll get back to it later. They would have understood it. But no, I behaved as if I've got all the work to do in the world and everybody's free. That was wrong. So, what I want to say is don't react, respond. Even when you are stressed or frustrated, irritated, or even angry. Reactions not only affect our environment, but you too have to face the consequences. When I said, when do I study? My dad asked me politely, why did you scream? I didn't even say anything. I understood it immediately, but still, it was late. The damage was already done. Reactions are instinctual and they stem from our subconscious mind. When you react, you do and you say things without thinking. You do not look at the implications of what you do or what you say. You just act. Reactions are like the small little puppy who is untrained. That untrained puppy will bark at every dog it sees. It'll jump at every passing neighbor, and then it'll eat your dinner as soon as he sees it. Responses, on the other hand, are more thoughtful. You become aware of your emotions. You understand the situation. You may weigh the pros and the cons of what you are saying and consider what would be best for you as well as for others. Responses are like a well behaved and a well trained dog who'll come to you only when you call him, who'll bark only when there's a reason to bark, and who'll wait patiently for his treat. So, I would like to conclude by saying that emotions are not static. It is impossible to be unreactive all the time, 100% of the time. It is not possible. But the goal is to take control of yourself, become aware of your surroundings, and then choose a response. It is not easy, but it improves with time. We just need to breathe, see how you're feeling, and then choose an appropriate response. Thank you, and over to you.
Let us give a big round of applause for Toastmaster Radhika for that beautiful speech. Thank you, Toastmaster Radhika, for enlightening all of us about how you control your instincts. Can we spare about a minute's time to share our feedback on Toastmaster Radhika's speech? Not more than 1 minute. Toastmaster Rohan, if you can help us with that 1 minute time, you can drop in a personal chat across to Toastmaster Radhika. That will only help her to better herself in terms of what she needs to improve and what really went well in the days to come. While others are giving evaluation, their feedback on Toastmaster Radhika's speech, I would like to just call upon not to utilize the time, but I'd like to call upon Toastmaster Aisha for sharing her version of what her definition of key to success is all about. Toastmaster Aisha, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. My key to happiness is my positive attitude, my honesty, my punctuality, and my two loving daughters. Whenever they said, "Ma, you don't know anything about computer," and I replied, "You don't know about how to cook food," and they said, "Ma, I love you. You cooked delicious food," and this is the key of my happiness. My family, my friends, my parents, my all surroundings, all are my key to happiness.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aisha. And this is something which everybody correlate. And I think I'm going to be falling in that category of the side of how your daughter resonates with the things. I indeed sometimes go ahead and tell my mom the same thing, that Mama, you don't know how to even use a phone. But she says, oh, whatever it happened, I know how to click on the keyboard. That's good enough. I don't need anything. She just copies and pastes, and that is her key to happiness when she uses that for WhatsApp. A lot of times I only receive forwards. I don't understand what exactly it means, because those forwards are something which she does it, and that is what she knows. But then I replenish and really understand the matter of fact that that is what she is happy about. No matter it is just forwards, she may not understand of how things are done when she's using she's using a Android phone or any other phone, but it makes her feel happy when she shares something with her son or daughter. Thank you so much for enlightening on that, Toastmaster Aisha. Now we'll like to go on with the second speech, and our second prepared speaker is Toastmaster Nupur. Toastmaster Nupur's speech is going to be evaluated by Toastmaster Geeta Kashyap. Toastmaster Geeta, virtual platform is yours to read out the objectives of Toastmaster Nupur.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are.
Okay. So I'm going to, before I go further, let me tell me about the key to my happiness. The key to my happiness is a long, long list. I love the little things of life, getting drenched in the rain, traveling to new places. And these days, the key to my happiness, the maximum key, the maximum happiness, joy that I get is from the little baby that has arrived in the family, the little baby, when she smiles, when she kicks, I enjoy. Even if she wakes us up the whole night at times, it's okay, it's fine. That's also a pleasure. So now to evaluate this thing, Toastmaster Nupur's speech, I'm going to evaluate Toastmaster Nupur's speech. She will be delivering her icebreaker speech for Pathways team collaboration. The purpose of her speech is to introduce herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. The time limit of her speech is 4 to 6 minutes. And the title of her speech is the Introduction. Knowing Nupur, I'm sure she's going to keep us all enthralled for 4 to 6 minutes. Let us fasten our seatbelts and enjoy her speech for 6 minutes. Over to you, Nupur, and all the best to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Geeta, for opening up and sharing your version of Key to Happiness, also reading out the project objectives of Toastmaster Nupur, whose speech you are going to evaluate this evening. Toastmaster Nupur, while the time you check on your audio and video and get geared up, I will quickly share her thoughts on her Key to Happiness is all about. What Toastmaster Nupur says is that there is no master key to happiness. Wow, that's fascinating. Each one has to carve on, and indeed, Toastmaster Nupur is also trying to figure out how it would look like for her. So what we all understand of what Toastmaster Nupur says is that there is just not one key. The key comes in different sizes and probably in different shapes. It could be the key to the locker, the key to the main door, something of that sort. It can be of small size, it can be of a big size, it can be even of a size when you go out to the showroom to buy a car. Have you seen that? Probably that is the biggest key that I have seen. But that probably is not the real one. That's just made of paper. But then it is a key. And that is also a key to happiness. because just behind you, you see a luxurious car that you've just purchased. Wow. I'm just waiting for that moment to go to the showroom and buy one for myself. Anyways, great going, Toastmasters Nupur. A quick audio and video check, and if you would confirm that you've pinned the timer, Toastmaster Rohan.
I have pinned the timer, and if anyone can confirm for the video and audio check.
You are audible, you're visible, but just slight, if there's some ample of light on your side, I think that would create an impact.
Better?
Yes, much better. Much better.
Right.
Perfect. All right, Toastmaster Nupur, you are going to deliver your first icebreaker speech, and your title is Oof. The intro. Oof. The intro. Toastmaster Nupur.
My energy level might not be that great. Do not time me for this. I'm really tired throughout the day, so I would request my fellow Toastmasters to switch on their camera so that their happiness can actually give me some energy and we can sail through the speech. So whoever can switch on their cameras, would request you to do so. And with that, let's begin with the introduction. My name is Nupur Avasthi. I study in class KGA. I like to play with my best friend. My best friend's name is Chocolate, and he's my dog. Thank you. I wish introduction could still be that easy. Well, my dear Toastmasters, how many of you remember that speech that we had given, or that introduction we had given as we were kids, in front of the teachers, in front of the students, or when the parents paraded us in front of our family members? It was really difficult. And it is still difficult. Ask me the preparation I had to do, or you can just ask the guests who just gave their introduction. Every introduction is different. The way we introduce ourselves to our teachers would be very different than the way we introduce ourselves to our friends or classmates. Everything would be absolutely different. Some people might say, what's there in an introduction? It's just a piece of cake. Wait till you give your first icebreaker speech for Toastmasters. Then tell me. Now, we just don't need to learn how to give a face-to-face introduction. The introductions are so varied, we also need to understand how to give our introduction on social media. Once I got an invite on Instagram, 2 requests, 2 people, different names, same pictures, same profile. Heck, even their kid's name was same, and the photo as well. So you can't do anything about the introduction. They're a copy-paste thing. That's not really how we are looking at the introduction. For us, introductions have a lot of things in common. There are a lot of ingredients to this recipe to give a proper introduction. The key aspects are name, occupation, or the background, your family history, your hobbies, it could be a combination of these depending on who you are giving an introduction to. When we talk about the aspects of introduction, the first thing you do is share your name. I was named Nupur. Now, Nupur, as you all know, is ghungru. That makes a lot of noise. Yeah, melodious, fine, but a lot of noise. So I don't really understand why my parents came back to me and said, after all, the name will make some effect on me. Even rock music is loud, but melodious. So what can I do? Yeah. What about hobbies? How do you talk about hobbies? There was a person, let's say there was a person who was introducing, a guy who was introducing himself to a girl, a possible girlfriend. How do you think, what do you think the hobbies would be? The hobbies would usually be, I love to, eat healthy food. I love to go to the gym, take care of my body. When you're talking about such made-up hobbies, make sure that your friends do not come to you saying, you know what, the plan for next week for Nagpal Chole Bhature is fixed, so make sure that you are there. That's all you need to take care of. Otherwise, yeah, you can keep on changing your hobbies on basis of who you are presenting to. Now, on a very serious note, before we kind of close this and the evaluator says, what are the takeaways? When we are there in front of the person who we are speaking to, this is an introduction about yourself. All you need to do is just be yourself. That is it. The energy, the zeal, the enthusiasm, everything would just come by itself if you are being yourself. There is nothing else that matters because the introduction is about no one else but you and only you. Just one more thing in introduction before the card is already read. This is something that I observe. Now, we also need to make sure introduction is not only about people, but it's also about companies. Do make sure you read the welcome mails. Otherwise, you will make a portrait of yourself the way I did a couple of days ago. So with that, thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nipur, for sharing about yourself. And indeed, I was also glued to your speech to understand what is going to be the introduction. Wonderfully structured. Well done. Now, we'll like to have a minute to share our feedback to Toastmaster Nupur of what she really performed well and which are the areas she can perform better. So please, in the chat box, type in of what you feel about Toastmaster Nupur's speech. While that goes on, we'll carry on the legacy, and I would like to call upon Toastmaster Rohan to share his key to success. Sorry, key to happiness.
For me, there's only one key to happiness, which is travel. I started solo traveling about 6 years back, and I haven't stopped since. And every trip I go to, I discover some new aspect of the world, some new perspective from some other person in the world. And that just makes me happy because that expands my perspective. So that's pretty much it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohan. I think it's time you found out a new passion, and we have, in fact, a lot in common. So this discussion about solo traveling can be discussed offline, and I would like to know further of what your future plans are. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rohan, for sharing that. And I will also, in the meanwhile, again, carry on to call upon Toastmaster Simranjeet to share her key to happiness.
Well, one key I've already shared, being grateful and being in the moment. The second most important thing in my life is humor, the ability to laugh in the difficult times and difficult situation, and the ability to laugh at yourself has made my life a little more lighter. And if you have that thing ability, you can just go out of that difficulty zone and can think about the problem. I mean, you can be solution oriented rather than the problem oriented person. That's what I think. Thank you.
That was amazing, Toastmaster Simranjeet, because I would say one of the key to my happiness is laughing on others. But how do you tend to laugh on your own self? That is something which I will probably not just me, but many others would like to understand, but not now, sometime in the coming time. Our active listener, Toastmaster Lavina, has been actively listening to each one of us. But now is the time that we all, except for Toastmaster Lavina, would like to actively listen to your version of Key to Happiness. Toastmaster Lavina, please share your keys.
Happiness to me is a book by the beach with a hot drink. There is nothing more I want from life.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's a great way of sharing your thoughts, Toastmaster Lavina. And thank you so much, everyone, so far who have been sharing their thoughts on what is their key to happiness is. But don't you worry, I'm not gathering those keys along with myself, because anyways, those will more jumble up my own key to happiness, because I certainly have just one key and I don't want to jumble up with so many keys to try to open something. But all the versions that we all have heard so far has a very different perspective of life. And if you see, each one of us who have shared their views about the key to happiness until now is trying to unlock that very special thing, which is something that they already have within themselves, something which they are not able to identify, they are not able to figure out all by themselves, that this is the capability, this is the other side of me, which I already have. The moment you decide that, yes, you want to be happy, you want to have a glorified life in whatever you do, is something which will automatically unlock many, many other opportunities for you to get better, to be more happy. I would also share one more happiness. Probably for that, I need to be a little strong in my financial aspect. Indeed, nothing to worry about. I'm not going to buy a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. But indeed, what I'm trying to say here is, from the past 6 to 7 years, I have been thinking something. And of course, many of you probably would go ahead and guide me or say that, why is Abhijit thinking in this way? But that is what I think. I've been associated with so many foundations or charity organizations. I want to build something of my own. I've been to a number of orphanages. I've been to a number of old age homes. And what I see there is a very different environment. When we see people, they are happy. Indeed, they are happy. But are they really happy? When I started off speaking from the start of my session, I did say that we go ahead in front of people and we smile. We show them a positive gesture. But are we really happy from within is what is the question. These people who are pushed into this old age homes, they try to be happy, they pretend to be happy, but they are not happy until the time when they see their own children, own sons and daughters-in-law, or son-in-law and daughters coming up to them and say, Papa or Mama, it's enough now. Let's go back home. That moment, that precious line to hear from their own children, something haunts them ever. And it truly brings in a lot of tears in my very own eyes when I hear the sad stories of them. They mingle up with different other people of this sharing the same story. They although smile, dance, and enjoy so much whenever we are there to support them, whenever we are there to play with them. But what really matters is they still await to see the sweet faces of their grandchildren. Their key to happiness is nothing but to have a home, not an old age home, but a home where they can play with their grandchildren, where they can see their very own blood, making them feel that this age, when they are old, is for their time to be cared, to be nurtured. Our generation, we normally forget this fact that what our parents have done for us. Many of them, I'm not really saying it is us in this meeting, but there are a lot of people who tend to send their own parents who have done so much to old age homes. Why? Because probably the tantrums, because of the interference, because of the old age and a lot of other interferences which come up from them. We do not realize that what exactly they have done for so many years. What we are today is all because of them. So always let us take a pledge that no matter whatever happens in our lives, we should always be by our family. We should always take care of our parents, no matter how old they become. They might be cranky, they might become cranky, they might do so many things which probably we may not like. But again, what we are is all because of them. The life that we have, we are born, is because of them. So we have to give them all the credit. And that is the biggest key to happiness that we can have in our lives. Moving on to the next segment, we have the table topics segment. And to call upon, I would like to call upon our table topics master, Toastmaster Aisha. Toastmaster Aisha, virtual platform is yours to take the session ahead.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you so much, and good afternoon, everyone. I'm your happy table topic master. Table topics is the session which encourage everyone for impromptu speaking, especially our guest. I will give you a happy topic, and you have to speak minimum 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes 30 seconds. There are so many definitions of happiness, and you cannot define happiness in one sentence or in one word. Happiness is an inside job. I didn't find out what happiness means until I got married. And it was too late to understand. And one day I asked my husband, tell me something that makes me both angry and happy. And he said, you are my life, and my life is miserable. Let's start our table topic session. And first, I would like to call some experienced Toastmaster. Please come and show us some zeal. Please come. Some experienced Toastmaster I would like to call. Who will the first one? Don't worry, I will give you some very happy topic. Please come forward. No, please.
Okay, I will.
Nupur.
We really don't want to see you crying, right?
Thank you so much, Nipur. And your topic is, my boss told me to have a good day, so I went home happily. Toastmaster Nupur, my boss told me to have a good day, so I went home happily. Toastmaster Nupur.
It was a dream come true. Can we even think about my boss saying something like that? A smile from him is really an achievement. And that day, I don't know, maybe he just got off on the right side of the bed, or maybe his wife gave him a smile, but he was in a jolly mood. And what did he say? All right, Nupur, to not worry. You have a good day. I sat there thinking, my boss is in a jolly mood. Is this something like, as we say in Hindi, tufan se pehle ki shanti, or the happiness before the storm? Can that really be true? I really did not want to wait to test the waters. I thought, before he changes his mind and tell me, no, Pearl, that was a good day biscuit I was talking about. I thought, let me just take this opportunity and make a good and have actually a good day for myself. Off I took my car, went home. Work from home, boss. You have a good day. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nipur. Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful, Ara. I think that boss is not the key of happiness. Yesterday I fought him. And now, who is the second one?
I think
Any
Dinesh
guess?
has nominated. Dinesh has nominated.
Dinesh. Okay. And Dinesh, your topic is I have reached that age where happy hours is a nap. Dinesh, I have reached that age where happy hours is a nap. Guess, Dinesh. Dinesh? Dinesh, can you hear me?
I guess his
I
camera
think
is frozen. I don't see his
something,
video moving.
yeah.
We can move on. We can come back to him then later.
Okay. Dinesh, are you ready?
Yeah, am I audible and visible clearly?
Yeah. Can I repeat my topic?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Dinesh, your topic is I have reached that age where happy hours is a nap. Dinesh, I have reached that age where happy hours is a nap.
Oh, nap. I think I encountered this word for the first time. So could you please give the meaning of nap?
Nap means sleep.
Okay, all right. Yeah, understood. Yeah. Well, thank you, Toastmaster Aisha, for giving me an opportunity to speak. It's wonderful to see you people. Happy hours is basically gives us more pleasure, and it increases our dopamine and enhances our mood. So I remember earlier I was not that much happy, which the point where I reached now, where I'm always happy because of doing yoga and other practices. So earlier I was having a lot of issues, team member, but now, in fact, before lockdown also, when we used to work in the office and along with the colleagues, that time I was always feeling happy, and my colleagues always used to say that, Dinesh, what happened to you? You always feel happy. You are enjoying all the happy hours in working environment also. So I always used to say that the happiness is coming from within, not from outside, and that I have developed by consistent practice.
I think some problem. Dinesh is having some problem in internet. Okay, thank you so much, Dinesh. You have given such a practical answer. Thank you so much. Now I will give you some happy advice. If you want to happy with your husband, love him less and understand him more. If you want to happy with your wife, never try to understand her. Who is the next one?
I can go ahead.
Who?
Lisa.
Lisa. Okay, Lisa. Lisa, your topic is the thicker the skin, the happier the man. Toastmaster Lisa, the thicker the skin, the happier the man. Toastmaster Lisa.
Is it some kind of quote or something?
No. The thicker the skin, if you have a thick skin, then you are the happiest man in this world.
Got it.
Means moti chamdi.
So the only thing which keeps me happy in the entire world is food. I have a strong passion and love for food, and it actually accelerated in this pandemic when I couldn't go out to the restaurants and pubs and eat food. So what I did was I started cooking myself, and I was so much passionate about cooking that I opened my own blog. So I personally feel that the more I eat, the happier I am, and I feel to be the happiest person in this entire world just because of the food. I think food is something which keeps everyone going, and it is the real purpose of life. No matter whatever we do, whatever we achieve, at the end of the day, all we want is to eat a lot. Doesn't matter if it makes you thick or slim or anything. The ultimate goal is to eat a lot of food. Back to you, Aisha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lisa. Thank you so much. And yes, we are waiting for our physical meeting for some delicious food. Definitely, I will bring some delicious food only for you. Okay. And I saw Zach is here. Zach, are you ready? Zach, am I audible? No. I don't think. Zach.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, Zach. I want to see your face. I want to see your face.
Yes,
Please be on video mode. Thank you, Zach. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello, hi everyone. I'm
Hi.
also the table topic evaluator, which is why I didn't raise my hands before. I didn't know whether it was appropriate for me to raise my hands, but yeah.
Okay, I will give you a topic. Ready?
Yes, for sure.
Okay. Happy wife, happy life. Happy husband, suspicious wife. Happy wife, happy life. Happy husband, suspicious wife. Toastmaster Zach.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aisha, for that wonderful topic. This is something which I can relate to in my own life.
Yes.
And coming from your advice, you also mentioned that never try to understand the wife. So, which is also something I've been trying to practice in my life, but it doesn't work. All the time, my wife's complaint is that I don't try to understand. So, practically speaking, out of experience, I think this theory has to be tested again. Now, coming to the topic at hand, happy wife is a great thing. Like any husband, like this is the dream come true to have a wife who is completely happy. But I don't know if any man has been able to achieve that task or achieve this goal. This is like saying that man has walked on the moon or something similar to that. This is something that we can all imagine and dream, but nobody knows whether this is true or not. But at the same time, happy husband is also maybe something which always comes with a pinch of salt. This is something which is always being questioned and something which we all can hope for, but at the same time have to go through the consequences and repercussions. And with a lot of that's when the wife takes up the role of being the judge, jury, and executioner. So this is something that needs to be tested again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zach. Thank you. And one day my friend said to me, roses are red, violets are blue, a face like yours belongs in a zoo. Then I replied, don't you worry, I will be there too. Not in a cage, but laughing at you. Who is the second? Who is the another one? Ravi Kiran or Geeta? Who will the next one?
Yes, Aisha. Is my voice audible? Yeah.
Yes, Ravi. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Your topic is life is short. Smile while you still have teeth. Life is short. Smile while you still have teeth. Toastmaster Ravi.
Thank you, Aisha, for this topic. Life is short. It's real. We have to enjoy every moment of the life because it's very short. So every time when we are sad also, I keep smiling, and in happy times also overexcited, I don't feel. I'll be like a Dhoni, happy or sad, I'll be taking in the same way. So life is short and we have to enjoy every moment in the life. And yeah, so by this I conclude that life is short. We have to enjoy each and every moment, and we should keep smiling, and ups and downs will come. We have to handle it, and life will be going in a smoother way. Thank you, Aisha.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Ravi. Thank you so much for your wonderful thoughts. Kumar, timer, we have a time for one or two topics? One topic. Okay. Guest. Kumar Juneja.
Yeah.
Okay, your topic is happiness is not setting alarm for the next day. Happiness is not setting alarm for the next day. Guest Kumar Juneja.
Okay. Good question. Give me 5 seconds to collect my thoughts.
Sure.
Let me set my alarm for tomorrow. I have to wake up at 7 a.m. I have to go on office on time. I have a presentation to give. Oh, I have to go to the bank. I have that work pending for so much long time. I have so many things on my to-do list. Oh my God. How will I be able to achieve this? This is how our mind works all the time. We always want to have our to-do list, want to check our goals. We want to do this, we want to do that. But life is unpredictable. As we have seen in this pandemic, people have lost their lives, their loved ones, and life is just temporary, and we don't know how short time we have here. But we live as we are going to live forever. This is the way we live our life. Like by setting an alarm clock for everything, for every to-do list item we have, which is I would not say we can live every day as it is our last day, or we don't need to plan, we don't need to uh, organize things. That is important. That's how we will be able to organize our life. But we can't focus too much on our goals, our priorities, and everything. We need to be in the present moment, enjoy the wind, go out there, go for a walk, play with your kid, play with your dog, and stop setting an alarm for tomorrow every day. Thank you. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Kumar. What a wonderful thought you shared with us. Thank you so much. And my request to all of you is smile. It is the key that fits the lock of everybody's heart. And in the end, it is not the years your life that count. It is the life in your ears that counts. So be crazy, be stupid, be silly, be weird, be whatever, because life is too short. Be anything but happy. And one day I asked my husband, what is the spelling of happiness? And he said, UNMARRID. So Key to Happiness is every Saturday, 3:30 p.m., same channel, same time. Over to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aisha. After I got your I got your last statement, I certainly would contact Rohan for letting me know which channel number it is, because I will have to add that to my Airtel package, and I can tune in. I mean, obviously, if it, I cannot make it a regular practice. And before that, you did say MARRIED. That's the key. And hence I would have to take a different package altogether. But indeed, I think the best way of having such a fun-filled table topics could not be better than this. I was sitting on the other side with a different role, but I thoroughly loved it. And at one point in time, I was just not virtually, because I know if it would have been virtually, then I would have got a chance. But I was just raising my hand. I wish I could get an opportunity to speak on a certain topic. It was that fabulous, that fascinating. It couldn't be better than this. And although I did not participate, this is again going to be a key to happiness. I wanted to. I was excited. The level of excitement had no limits, but I could not participate because the key was not with me. The key was with you, Toastmaster Aisha. You had the option and opportunity to choose the people whom you wanted to participate, and all the table topic speakers did a fabulous job in terms of participation. It is indeed not the number of years that we live. It is not in the time that we spend when we are alive. It is each moment, each second that we cherish, make memories out of it. That is what happiness is all about. Yeah. So timer, can we have the timing for all the table topic speakers, or do you want to do it at the last as part of the general evaluation segment?
That is the GE, but you can ask for the polls.
Okay, so can we go ahead and go for the polls, general evaluator, for the table topics?
Yeah. For the prepared speakers, Toastmaster Nupur was disqualified because she went over the time limit. So there will be no polling for that.
Okay. So while members are polling, still voting for the best table topics, I would like to call upon Lisa, if she's part of the meeting. Lisa, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so Lisa, I just want to understand if you're a guest or a Toastmaster.
I'm a Toastmaster.
Okay. All right. So you would have been hearing a lot of other your fellow Toastmasters also sharing their key to happiness. We wanted to also understand from your perspective of which is that key that you hold towards happiness.
My key to happiness is following my passion and following my daily routine and habits, and these little small things and achieving them, they make me happy the most every day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lisa, for sharing your also key to happiness. And I'm pretty sure by the end of the meeting, we all will be at least have one common goal: be passionate, because everybody is passionate about achieving their key to happiness. Wonderful. Neha, if you're there in the meeting, Neha.
Yes, I am.
Okay, Neha, the same question. I will not take much of your time. Please go ahead and share your key to happiness.
Well, thank you for giving me the opportunity. Well, there are various factors that bring happiness to me, as it changes from time to time as my mood gets changed. Sometimes I am happy, even I take selfie. If I find it like I am looking pretty, I feel happy. And sometimes if I am very stressed or something else, I took various things. I do various things like I can cook something for me, or I can, take something like appear of fizz and click the pictures like I am taking something alcohol types and can flaunt to my friends in front of my friends. So these are there are so many little things that can makes me happy, but it depends on my mood or it depends on time. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Neha. I think for the women, I guess taking a selfie will bring in a lot of happiness, because that is something which has been set out a trend, a group selfie, not a individual selfie, but that is how, I guess, the trend, or you can say that is how the revolution of selfie came into being.
Yes.
See, you agree, and all the other female Toastmasters will also agree to that, how selfie came into the core limelight. Okay, thank you so much. Now, I would also like to hear something from our guest, Aditya.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, Aditya. Tell me what you feel about your key to happiness is all about.
My key to happiness is my dog, because even in my most stressful situations, I can always go to my dog. His name is Simba, and he will be the one to um, he'll always be there for me to play with, and he'll always love me unconditionally, and he'll not judge me in any way. So I find happiness by playing with him and seeing his tail wag, and little things like that makes me happy.
Wow. Thank you so much, guest Aditya, for sharing a different perspective of what keeps you happy, seeing your dog in around you. That is also part of your life. And just wanted to understand, which breed do you have? Simba is from which breed? I mean, obviously, something which I have. Oh, beetle. Great. So I wish you share a very common, very strong bond along with your with Simba, and these memories will obviously be cherished for a long period of time. The last segment before I jump into and call upon our general evaluator, one question to Toastmaster Jasmine. Toastmaster Jasmine. Is Jasmine there in the meeting? If not, I would.
Yeah.
Okay, then I would like to call Dinesh. Dinesh, to please share your key to happiness.
First of all, apologies for the inconvenience caused due to the poor connectivity while giving the table topic. Because I don't know whether you people have completely listened to my the table topic which I have performed. So to answer to your question, Toastmaster Abhijit, my key to happiness is to helping others and adding value in their life, and gratitude which I perform on a daily basis. So gratitude is a paramount for me. So I do it on a daily basis. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Abhijit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh, for sharing your insights on your key to happiness. Gratitude indeed is of paramount for not just you, but for many people who do it at a very larger scale. Thank you so much for serving and sharing your helping hand to the wider community. All the very best and congratulations.
Thank you.
Now the last segment, which is not anything but the general evaluation segment, and which will be conducted by our very own general evaluator, Toastmaster Neelu. Toastmaster Neelu, take it from here.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhijit. Please give big round of applause for wonderful theme and wonderful session conducted by him. So, well, starting from G section, I would like to call evaluator of first speaker, Toastmaster Vandana, who will evaluate Toastmaster Radhika. Toastmaster Vandana, the podium is yours.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Neelu. I would like to congratulate my speaker for completing her second speech of her first level. a big round of applause to you. Indeed, it was a marvelous Rapchick Radhika speech. Total in flow, in sync with what you wanted to relay. I wish to ask just one question to you. Is it your first pathway, or are you attempting your second pathway?
No, it's my first pathway.
My goodness, my friends, you see her fluency, the way she structured her speech. Toastmaster Radhika, your speech structure and organization was commendable. It was proper opening, body and closure. You opened with a question, asking us two questions. That were there days when you actually didn't react at first? Do you do so often, always, or never? So a great start to the speech. Moving on, there were intangibles, hidden talents in your speech, a mesmerizing use of literary device in your speech. I'll say there was metaphor, there was simile when you compared with a dog with a little puppy and a well-trained dog. So there were similes, there were metaphorical examples also, grandmoms and serials. I'm kidding with myself. So a great metaphors I found. Literary devices were flowing throughout the speech. It didn't look that you are attempting your first pathway, third speech. It was such a polished, well-designed, crafted speech to you. A big round of kudos to you and to your mentor. There was personal story, there was a personal touch, there was pauses, pitch, power, everything bang on time. Only few places where I felt you could have improved. The very first and foremost thing is camera placement. I want you to re-engineer your camera placement and look directly into the camera pinhole and then talk. So this will improve, because I felt your head was chopped off when you were talking, when you were moving around. Then again, it was chopped off, and you had a great chance of utilizing your camera or virtual space. Like when you are conversing, you could have taken, like, my father asked that if I want to learn income tax, learn about net banking, and my instantaneous reaction was, so you actually created a virtual space without doing anything. You actually placed your father and yourself in positions with just turning and with a little inclination from the normal angle of inclination and reflection. If you are studying, then you must be knowing that a little inclination can do magic to your speech. So do that, practice that if possible. And there was one more possible area of improvement was role play, which you could have, if tried, you could have experimented upon. From your previous speech, your evaluator had told you that you didn't emphasize on some words, but I didn't find that in this speech. You have already overcome that. So overall, a great speech, a great usage of literary devices, just a little play with camera angle and placement of camera, you're good to go. So I wish you all the very best for all your future speeches. With this, I hand over the stage back to General Evaluator. Thank you.
Please give big round of applause for Toastmaster Vandana. Yes, amazing. One word only I can say, you are perfect. Very, I can say, you know how to give feedback. This is sandwich effect, we can say. So only one thing, Toastmaster Vandana, as you know, this was the second speech. If you could give us a little bit knowledge about what the first evaluator give the recommendation, then it would be easier to us to understand what she did better. And Toastmaster Radhika, I personally feel there was you a bit off from the beginning. I feel some way you are nervous or what. So please try to overcome on that. Otherwise, you are too good. Please give big round of applause for Toastmaster Radhika and Toastmaster Vandana. Next, I would like to request our second evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Geeta. For the speaker, Toastmaster Nupur. Toastmaster Geeta, the podium is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neelu, for giving me this opportunity. Well, the very title of the speech, the intro, was intriguing. It was wonderful, amazing. And she started so beautifully. She started so beautifully, imitating a small child. The voice modulation was excellent, out of the world. The voice modulation and the body gestures, the hand movement, the voice clarity was there. Confidence level, out of the world. She talked about how to give the introduction. There were a number of wonderful phrases used by her. For example, one of those was a lot of ingredients added for the recipe of an introduction. She explained the meaning of her own name, which means Ghungru. And then she also had a beautiful message. When you're giving an introduction, be yourself. But to take your speech to the next level, there are always some recommendations. Number one, it was at some places I felt that your speech was not very well structured. It was not very well structured because you you gave a message, and after giving a message, you went back to the introduction. Second point is that be careful about the time limit. It's very, very important when you're giving your speech. Be careful about the time. Be a little more prepared for that. If you had practiced a little more, you would have come to that. Third recommendation, if you had a prop or two, it would have added cherry on the cake. Then overall, one more point, a personal story. You had some personal examples, no doubt, but personal story would have really hooked the audience to your speech. That's very important in a speech. Overall, amazing speech with wonderful voice modulation, good body gestures, personal examples were given. And only by taking care of these minor issues, you can take your speech to a next level. All the best for your next speeches. Thank you. And moreover, lastly, I would like to say, it did not look like an icebreaker speech at all. It looked like as if you had already given a number of speeches. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Geeta, for the wonderful, wonderful evaluation. I have no words for you. You are a veteran Toastmaster. Dear friends, I would like to share that whenever I see Toastmaster Geeta in podium, I just lose the hope of winning in Table Topic Masters. Table Topic speech. She is awesome speaker in Hindi as well as in English. And coming to the Nupur, the melodious girl, oof, the intro, wow, you are full of confidence, share a lot of views about yourself. I could barely feel that it was your icebreaker. Awesome, awesome. I have no such recommendation for you. I would love to hear you again and again. Please give huge round of applause for both the speaker and the evaluator. Now, I would like to request the table topic evaluator, Mr. Jack. I could not pronunciate properly, Jekaria Jacob or what? So I would like to preface Mr. Jack. Please come and
thank you, General
give your evaluation. Yeah.
Thank you so much. My name is Zachariah Jacob. For ease, you can all call me Toastmaster Zach or Zach. That would do. Good to see so many new faces. To introduce myself, I've been a Toastmaster. I think one of the, out of all the people here, I think I've been part of the senior team only. Like I've been part of the club for almost more than 2 years now, but been missing in action mostly. So good to see all of you again. Coming to the my role today, I'm the table topic evaluator. Like I said, I've been missing in action. The moment I got to know Toastmaster Aisha is conducting this session, I didn't have look for any reasons. I just signed up because I know my time will be very well spent here, and my time has been like this is something. This session was so much fun. Like I mean, Toastmaster Aisha conducted such a wonderful session. She had so much zeal. She brought so much fun and humor, and this was definitely time well spent. Kudos to you. Now, I would also like to congratulate all the speakers. It's not easy to sign up for a role like this and coming on stage. This requires a little bit of guts, and all the speakers who took that initiative, very well done. Coming to the speakers specifically, first it was Toastmaster Nipur. She spoke about boss in a jolly mood. She had a lot of energy. Really admire the energy that you brought to the stage. vivacious, confident, and the humor element too. Like you had a humor element, you also had a lot of fun content, perfect hand gestures. You also did a voice modulation during the session. And overall, I think if your boss was here, he would have definitely promoted you. It was such a wonderful speech as such. I mean, it was a proper speech. It didn't feel like a table topic session at all. Now coming to next guest, Dinesh, he spoke about reaching an age where happy hours is a nap. He also, I mean, he kept his chin up despite the connectivity issues. He started with thanking the table topic master and also asked her to repeat the topic so he could have a better understanding. But I wish, I mean, he could have spoken for a longer time. It's just that he had some connectivity issues, and we look forward to your speeches in the future. Guest Dinesh. Third speaker was Toastmaster Lisa. She spoke about thicker the skin, happier you are. She spoke about her love for food. I think this is something which I can totally relate to, being somebody who runs a restaurant, who started it just out of passion. This is something I can completely relate to. But at the same time, I think you deviated a bit from what the topic literally, you took it literally. I think you was talking about having a thicker skin by probably eating more. But I guess you could have kept the topic a little more, like the content a little more relevant. But otherwise, you spoke well, and good job. Very happy with the way you presented it. The next speaker was myself, so I will not be evaluating myself. So I'll move on to the next speaker after that. It was Toastmaster. It was guest Ravi. He spoke about life. Life is short. Keep it real. He also he had a lot of positivity. He said, "Keep smiling, enjoy every moment." So there was a good message, but ended with a slight abrupt ending. I wish he could have spoken a little more about the topic, because he has that potential. He had a lot of good thoughts, and it would be lovely to hear your thoughts again. Now moving on to the last speaker, guest Kumar. He also explained how the mind works all the time, planning well. It's something that I can relate to, like planning well, but don't get too obsessed. This is something I keep doing all the time. From morning like 5 to 8 o'clock, I keep alarms, and then I get up only after 8 o'clock. So by this is something which really annoys my wife, but the habits don't change. Overall, I think everybody spoke really well, and congratulations to all the speakers. Looking forward to your more active participation in the future. Last but not the least, like I said, I'm attending this meeting after a long break. But overall, I'm very happy with the quality of the meeting. Everybody, whether it is a role player, the evaluator, or the speakers, the top-notch standard. Very happy to be back, and looking forward to attending more sessions with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jack, for the wonderful evaluation. Please give huge round of applause for him. So, well, friends, this is the time for the active listener. Yeah, she's none other than Toastmaster Lavina Mittal. Toastmaster Lavina, over to you.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Now it is the time to test how actively everyone was listening in the meeting. I will ask 5 questions. If you know the answer, please raise your hand and I will select you. The hand can be raised if your video is on by simply raising your hand, or if the video is off, go to the reactions button at the bottom of the Zoom screen and press on raise hand button. And please do not speak out of turn. Question number 1. Toastmaster of the day, Abhijit, sees photography in everything. He gave an example of a vegetable he saw chopping as a possible subject. Toastmaster Nupur, what is that vegetable? Correct, onions. To me, the sight of onions sends me running away due to the possible tears that comes associated with chopping of onions, and Toastmaster Abhijit sees a photography subject.
That's because he was just photographing it. He wasn't chopping it.
Question number 2. Speaker Radhika shared a statement which a lot of us relate to about the interests of grandmothers and the interests of mothers. What were these interests? Toastmaster Simranjeet?
TV serials and grandmothers are inseparable.
Correct. Now, who will go for the interest of mothers? Anybody other than Toastmaster Nupur? No other volunteers? Okay, Toastmaster Nupur.
While guess being a mother, it's to feed their kids.
Bang on. Question number 3. Who was Toastmaster Nupur's best friend when she was in KG? We go to Aditya.
Chocolate.
Correct. Her dog named Chocolate. Nupur, I would really love to see a pic. Question number 4. We have a food blogger in our midst. Who is she? Toastmaster Rohan.
Lisa.
Correct. Lisa, please share the link to your blog in the chat. We would love to go through it. And the final question. Our very talented table topic master, Aisha, shared that there is a key that fits the lock to everyone's heart. What is that key? Oh, come on. Okay, General Evaluator Nilu.
Smile.
Correct. Thank you all for participating with the utmost zeal in the tabletop, in the active listening session. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lavina, for the wonderful session. Now, I would like to request to call my tag team. This is the time for my tag team. And first of all, I would like to call my counter, Toastmaster Ravi Kiran. Toastmaster Ravi, please come and give your
Yeah. Is my voice audible?
Yes.
Okay. I'm back with my report. In speeches, I could not see any crutchword or pauses over there. In table topics, I have some updates. Like Dinesh has used 10 hours and 2 ants. Lisa has used more than 5 hours. And little small pauses. And myself, I could not able to count. That's all from my side. Report. Everything went well actually. For others,
Thank
I
you
do
so
not.
much, Toastmaster Ravi. I can understand. I think there is some issue with your band and all. So it should be more elaborate, but it's okay for now. Next, I would like to request Toastmaster Simranji. Please come and give your report. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neelu. Well, I would like to highlight the good usages of grammar first. And there were so many I was writing all the time. So here it goes. So got hold of, time is ticking, podium, dramatically inseparable, don't react, respond, implication, replenish, enlightenment, glorified, sail through, paraded, melodious, cons, mingled up, test the waters, pinch of salt, fascinating, cherished, revolution, paramount, intangibles, mesmerizing, imitating, vivacious, top notch. Okay, and I really congratulate everyone. It was great to see so much of good dishes. And I would like to come up with my report with the word of the day. So it was used by Toastmaster Aisha, Toastmaster Abhijit, and Toastmaster Zach. And the idiom of the day was used by Toastmaster Neelu and Toastmaster Zach. As I was all consumed while noting down the good usages, so I was not able to focus on the bad usages, but it was something like we need to again work on the plural and the singular form. And For example, whenever, that can okay, that can makes me happy can be like that can make me happy. Whenever they said can be whenever they say. Okay, so that's all from my end. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Simranji. Please give big round of applause for her good and her report. So it was really perfect. Moving further, I would like to request timer of the day, Toastmaster Rohan. Please come and share your report.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. So quickly starting with the Sajaya Dams, she took 3 minutes and 20 seconds, perfect timing. The Toastmaster of the day, distinguished Toastmaster Abhijit, took 7 minutes 58 seconds for his introduction. The R counter took 1 minute for his introduction and 30 seconds for his report. The grammarian Toastmaster Simranji took 1 minute 25 seconds for introduction and 1 minute 57 seconds to deliver her report. Toastmaster Livina took 50 seconds in her introduction and 3 minutes and 10 seconds as the active listener. Now coming to the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Radhika took 6 minutes 35 seconds to deliver a speech. Toastmaster Nupur went overboard with a speech. She took 7 minutes and 10 seconds. The table topic section lasted for 20 minutes. Toastmaster Nupur took 1 minute 28 seconds. Dinesh took 1 minute 43 seconds. Lisa took 1 minute 15 seconds. Toastmaster Zakaria took 1 minute 8 seconds. Toastmaster Ravi took 1 minute, and guest Kumar Juneja took 1 minute 35 seconds. And finally, the speech evaluators, Toastmaster Bandana took 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Toastmaster Geeta took 2 minutes 30 seconds, and Toastmaster Zakaria took 4 minutes and 20 seconds. As the timer, my introduction was for 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, and my report is done in 1 minute 20 seconds. With that, I conclude my report and back to the general evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rohan, for your wonderful, wonderful report. Please give big round of applause for him. Moving forward, I'm going to start from Sa. Well explained the agenda, details of the meeting, and overview of Toastmaster meeting. It was all good. Only a small recommendation for her. She can explain something in brief about Toastmaster of Delhi, as it was 257 meetings. So I can feel that there would be a great history of this Toastmaster Club. It's a quite old Toastmaster. That's it. Otherwise, you were perfect. Next, moving to President, Toastmaster Rohan Bansal. You were awesome. Seasons explained and President was enthusiastic, wonderful, inspirational, and he took the introduction from each and every new persons or a guest. It was amazing. And he introduced TMOD very well. Only I just feel that he can explain some brief history about Toastmasters so that guest can attract a bit. Otherwise, it was perfect. Moving further to TMOD of the day. So when I came to meeting, I thought, who is Abhijit Roy? I have seen his picture somewhere. Then I remember, oh, he is VP Education of English Sambar Toastmaster Club, my own Toastmaster Club. So Abhijit, you were awesome. The theme was awesome. The title and the theme captivated me, and I can say with conviction that it must have hooked the audience too. Yes, you were perfect, and you introduced each and everyone. The entire session you were in your hand, and I have no such recommendation for you. You were perfect. Moving forward, now this is the time for Toastmaster Aisha. She started to ask, show some gene. Yes, perfect table topic master, a well-run table topics. Content should be small but open-ended, but it's okay. It would be better if you will if some some of the topics were a bit longer. So if you could write in chat, it would be good to see so that people can understand well. And only one recommendation I have for you, that you could encourage the speaker by saying that please use word of the day. That's it. Otherwise, perfect it was, no more commendation. And recommendation, you perfect started and ending, and the way I could see the smiley face in entire podium. In Hindi we can say na sama bandh diya. Yes, the session was perfect, amazing. Please give huge round of applause for her. Evaluator, I already explained for them. Timer explained the timing sequence for all the speeches very well, with a great sense of humor, I can say. Only if he could explain best practice to ensure that you are within the time, that's okay. And our counter got the audience captivated, and he introduced very well, but I feel somehow there's a band problem. He could explain a bit more nicely and explain some tips to ensure you how to avoid filler words. Grammarian explained the role of grammarian. Word of the day introduced zeal. It was awesome. I have no such recommendation for you. You were too good. Only you can give more attention so that one or two you forgot the use word of the day. That's okay. It's okay. So all in all, I guess I covered each and every one. Active listener, Toastmaster, Lavina, it was really very good. And Toastmaster Jack, table topic evaluator, very nice it was. I don't have such recommendation. Only the Toastmaster Lisa, when the thicker skin, the happier the man. Sometimes it happens with us. Once I remember, I was in table topic contest, and the topic was, it would be last, if you think you are excellent, you are dead. And that time I had a small fight with my daughter, and I heard something else. And I said, it would be great if I will die. Everyone used me, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, my husband, my daughter. So it happens. So when you started saying about thicker skin and food, I just went in that. Otherwise, I really enjoyed a lot. Awesome meeting. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Please give big round of applause for everyone.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Neelu. What a session it was. Indeed, a very fascinating, fabulous session by the General Evaluator. So again, let us all have a second exercise by giving a thunderous round of applause to each and everyone coming over and attending this meeting tonight. And I guess as Toastmaster Alia was telling about tuning into the channel at 3:30 on every Saturday, this is a channel where you would love to entertain yourself. Today you bring in smiles. Today you share your keys to happiness. Next episode, you will see a different version. So it's something very entertaining, something with a lot of climax, and as you see all in episodes. So wonderful. I too, in fact, thoroughly love being a part of this meeting. It feels home whenever I get an opportunity to participate in Toastmasters of Delhi. Saturday afternoon, yes, I sometimes compromise with my sleep, and whenever Rohan pings me, I said, no, today probably I might take a small nap, and hence do not bug me. But yes, it feels great to be a part of your meetings. The hospitality and the kind of family bonding which the club has shown, it's only the thing which is left over. I still would say, let this lockdown continue. Let this pandemic stay so that we have this stay virtually connected. Because the moment that happens, probably Rohan will have his own room, or Toastmaster Delhi will have their own room where they will conduct the meetings, and I'll be sitting in Mumbai. The love triangle will all come to a so stop for time. But anyways, things shall pass. We all will be happy, and I think this is the best moment that I would love to cherish of keeping on and going ahead with my key of happiness. with that, I conclude my segment of the Toastmaster of the day with a lot of learnings, a lot of key takeaways, and my own version of key to happiness. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of Delhi. Thank you so much, Rohan, and the executive committee, and as well as all the club members, all the members present here, guests present here, to extend their support, love for me to host this meeting successfully. I hope I'm able to bring in smiles on your face, and this smile should never stop. You should always keep smiling, be happy, and stay safe. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rohan. All the very best for you to go ahead and release the polls if for the best auxiliary and the best role player. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Rohan.
Amazing. Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Abhijit. A huge round of applause for distinguished Toastmaster Abhijit for such a wonderful 2 hours and keeping us engaging throughout the 2-hour session that we had today. So thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Abhijit, for joining us today and introducing such a timely topic, in these times, in this past year where everything's been uncertain. So thank you so much for highlighting that out to us and joining us. We always love to have you in our meetings. So great to have you here today as well. With that, I'd like to launch the polls for 3 categories. So bear with me, 30 seconds at a time. So best auxiliary role players on your screen right now. You have 30 seconds to do so. All right, since we are a bit over time, I'd like to also get feedback from the guests in the meantime. Let's see who is here. Aditya, what do you think of the meeting? Any feedback for us?
No feedback. It was wonderful. I enjoyed every bit, and I definitely learned about happiness and its different perspectives. And happiness is infectious, so I got a lot of happy vibes from this meeting. So it definitely made me happy.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Aditya, for coming in, and it was great to learn about Simba. So hope to see you sometime when our physical meetings come up. So thank you so much for joining us today. All right, so best evaluator poll is up on your screen. All right, let's see who else is here. Neha, can we have a feedback, please? What did you think today?
I always say only one word that it was amazing. I really feel glad whenever I join the session.
Amazing. Great, Neha. Thanks so much for continuing to participate in Toastmaster Delhi. And it's always great to have you. Thank you so much for joining today. Dinesh Nirmal, can we have, I think you joined a bit late. So can you also introduce yourself, where you're from and what brings you here today?
Thank you, Rohan, for giving the opportunity. I am from Mumbai. I'm a hedge fund professional. I work with a Mauritius-based hedge fund, and it's in fact, I must say that fascinating theme, and you people are wonderful. A lot of learning, and I'd love to participate more. So thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Rohan.
Thank you so much, Dinesh, for joining us, and hope to see you again in the next meeting. Bandana, can we have a feedback, please? Any feedback for us for improvement, or what do you think of the meeting today?
Honestly, to me, it is the ideal meeting that I always wanted to have. Table topics is something that I'd never see gets evaluated, and in contest, I do struggle on table topics front, to be very honest. I get frozen. This is the ideal meeting that I was looking for, and I want to join as a member also in the upcoming terms. The only thing, if it stays online, because I hail from Bangalore, and it's not possible for me. So if it stays online, I'll definitely love to be a part of your club. I love the format, everything from start to end, top notch. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bandana. I think we'll keep the love, as Abhijit pointed out, love triangle. We'll keep Bangalore also in the mix and add a fourth side to this triangle. So thank you so much, Bandana, and keep attending our meetings. Great to have you. All right, Geeta ma'am, any feedback for us?
Yeah, I enjoyed and always enjoy the meeting.
Each speaker was amazing. The table topics were amazing. I really loved the whole meeting. I really, no wonder the timing here is different. This was actually my sleeping time, but I do wake up and I love to enjoy. I'm in Dubai and the timings are different here.
Awesome. Great. Always great having you, Geeta ma'am. And for those who don't know, Geeta ma'am is regular for the past few months, if not a lot of months. So it's always a pleasure to have you in the meeting. Thank you so much, Geeta ma'am. Okay, Radhika, yeah. Feedback, please.
Yeah. I just have one thing to say, that this was one of the best meetings I've ever attended. I have not attended a lot of meetings, but whichever I attended, this was one of the best. Everything from the start till the end, everything was so systematic and everybody was so energetic. And yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Radhika, and hope to see your speeches again sometime in our club. And it was really, really good. So hope to see you again in a meeting sometime. Who else is left? All right, Neelu ma'am, finally your feedback. I think you've given a lot of feedback to us today, but anything over and above that?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rohan. I love the way you conducted, and I love the environment of the club. And the best part, table topic master, Toastmaster Aisha, amazing she is. I would love to visit again. So for today's session, I have to leave to meeting in Singapore and in Delhi, but I really feel good. And somewhere I think most of the face I have seen in many times, like Toastmaster Dinesh I have seen sometimes, and Toastmaster Geeta. Only Toastmaster Aisha, Vandana and Radhika is new for me. So I really love, and I will try to visit again. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Neelu, and you'll have to come to our club again because Toastmaster Aisha and Toastmaster Bandana will be regulars at this club. So you'll have to join us again sometime. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Finally, Abhijit, any feedback on the meeting?
No, Rohan. This time, refrain me from sharing any feedback. I had enough. Now, so I was a guest that time, and hence it was my obligation on my part to share my feedback. But now, please do not consider me as a guest. I'm very much a virtual family member, so no feedback from my side. It was great indeed to be a part of your meeting.
Awesome. Oh, thanks so much, Abhijit. So with that, I'd like to announce the winners for today's meeting. Give me a moment. Okay, guesses for best auxiliary role player. Come on, guys, guess.
Listener of our meeting today.
What?
Our listener today.
Oh, listener, okay.
Lavina.
For the second week in a row, Toastmaster Lavina wins the best auxiliary role player. Congratulations, Lavina. Best table topic speaker.
Hard choice.
Come on, guys. There were 5. You can name all. There's no negative marking here.
Toastmaster Zach.
Okay. Any more? All right. It's Kumar Juneja. I don't think he's in the meeting, but I'll send him a certificate later on. But Kumar Juneja, very well done. Best evaluator.
Geeta ma'am.
Come on, guys, guess.
Toastmaster Geeta.
All right, it's Toastmaster Geeta. Congratulations. Excellent job done.
Thank you.
Best role player. The 3 happy role players. Who's the winner?
All of them.
Toastmaster of the day.
I would go
Table
with that.
topic master Aisha.
Abhijit, right?
It's it's our very happily married Toastmaster that we constantly see. Toastmaster Aisha, congratulations.
Yay.
Finally, best speaker is Toastmaster Radhika. Congratulations. All right, so we'll deliver these certificates to you virtually over WhatsApp. Just a quick announcement, tomorrow we have an impromptu hive session as usual at 12 p.m. which we conduct every Sunday at 12 p.m. So if you want to have more practice on impromptu speaking, you can join us. We have a WhatsApp group where we nominate for roles. So if you would like to participate tomorrow or next week, we have a debate session. So if you want to participate in the session or in the impromptu hive community, you can just send me a message and I'll add you to the group. That said, next week is our EC installation committee ceremony, where again, Distinguished Toastmaster Abhijit will be gracing us with a keynote session on leadership. So make sure to join that and attend it. We also have a few fun games and table topic sessions. So next week is a very special meeting that we have, which is separate from the regular meeting. So these two quick announcements, and hope to see you next Saturday at 3:30, same time as Abhijit pointed out, the radio station of Toastmasters of Delhi at 3:30. So see you all soon. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Rohan.
Thank you.